Here are some quotes from David Ben-Gurion, Ariel, Sharon and Benjamin Netanyahu to set the scene. The intent of these quotes is not to incite, it is to inform. It's in the public interest, it's newsworthy, and it's in the greater context of what we see unfolding today. So please, YouTube, please lay off the heavy-handedness. In 1962, then Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion, the man who stated in 1924, quote, "I am a Bolshevik," after meeting Stalin in Moscow, had this to say in Look magazine. The image of the world in 1987 is traced in my imagination. The Cold War will be a thing of the past. Internal pressure of the constantly growing intelligentsia in Russia for more freedom and the pressure of the masses for raising their living standards may lead to a gradual democratization of the Soviet Union. On the other hand, the increasing influence of the workers and farmers and the rising political importance of men of science may transform the United States into a welfare state with a planned economy. Western and Eastern Europe will become a federation of autonomous states having a socialist and democratic regime. That's called the European Union, if you didn't notice. With the exception of the USSR as a federated Eurasian state, all other continents will become united in a world alliance at whose disposal will be an international police force. All armies will be abolished, and there will be no more wars. In Jerusalem, the United Nations will build a shrine of the prophets to serve the federated union of all continents. This will be the seat of the Supreme Court of mankind to settle all controversies among the federated continents, as prophesied by Isaiah. That sounds like the universal basic income and a UN Habitat Smart City 5G surveillance state with communitarian law, doesn't it? And then this quote from Benjamin Netanyahu, allegedly stated in the Finks bar in Tel Aviv in 1990. The quote has been around for at least 20 years, and I have no doubt about its authenticity. If we get caught, they will just replace us with persons of the same cloth. So it does not matter what you do. America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off, piece by piece, until there is nothing left but the world's biggest welfare state that we will create and control. Why? Because it is the will of God, and America is big enough to take the hit, so we can do it again and again and again. If you have any doubts Netanyahu made that comment, I suggest you think again. It's hard to find the original quote, but it fits perfectly in the context of his long 40-year association with the United States and his behaviour and previous commentary. Now, this is a comment made by then Prime Minister of Israel, Ariel Sharon, to Shimon Peres in 2001. It was made on Kol Yisrael Radio, October 3, 2001, and also reported by the BBC the same year. It was also reported in the highly respected The Washington Report, November 2001 edition, page 114, under a section titled American Educational Trust, Publishers page. This is regarding Israel's control of the United States. The context of the conversation was with regards Peres, that's Shimon Peres, telling Sharon that if he continued to push illegal settlements, then Israel would lose support from the left in the United States. The ultra-right-wing member of Likud, Ariel Sharon, said in response to Peres, and I quote, "I want to tell you something very clear. Don't worry about American pressure on Israel. We, the Jewish people, control America, and the Americans know it." End quote. That's a well-referenced and well-reported quote, since disappeared from sight. I had it front and centre in my High Court synopsis, read by many interesting people. So with the above all in mind, these federated welfare states, i.e. the UN Habitat Smart Cities program with 5G surveillance grid, I guess in the chaos before the formation of said welfare states, a lot of Jews with electrical engineering degrees might want to make Aliyah or ascend to Israel.